Thank you, Kaylee. And despite the decision by Council President Newby to cancel his request for a legal opinion on the sheriff's move, the draft version was released today, and it answered conclusively the question of whether the sheriff has to live in Duval County. But it also raised questions, including one a lot of you have been asking about: the sheriff's compensation over the last year. Tonight, On Your Side's Ann Schindler is digging deeper into the opinion and its implications. She joins us now from the newsroom. So, Ann, let's talk about what specifically does it say.
Well, it's important to note this is a draft document, and it was due at 2 p.m. today, but the draft is pretty close to the final version because of that deadline. It said the sheriff vacated his seat the moment he moved out of Duval County. Now, the opinion says the city charter is clear. The office becomes vacant if the city dies, resigns, or moves out of the county. And while it doesn't explicitly say the sheriff must maintain his residence at all times, it also doesn't, quote, explicitly state that the sheriff must remain alive and unresigned. That's just implicit. The fact that the vacancy opened up then in March 2021 is something constitutional law attorney Bryan Gowdy says creates all kinds of collateral legal complications.
I don't think, the sheriff's retirement puts this issue to bed. It's not over. There's going to be questions about the compensation that was paid over the past year. That's one obvious issue that comes to mind. And then I think a secondary issue that could come to mind is, are there any actions, orders that the sheriff made in the last year that could somehow be challenged? And if successfully challenged, what's the fallout from that?
You can call yourself.
Now, coming up at 6, we're going to look exactly at what this draft opinion has to say about the year-plus vacancy in the sheriff's office and how they suggest resolving the issue of compensation during that time. Back to you.
All right, Ann Schindler, thanks so much. Now, more than 35% of officers within the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office live outside of Duval County. We just got this information today from the Sheriff's Office. There are nearly 1,800 officers in the department, and that includes sergeants, lieutenants, and those in appointed positions. As of June 1st of this year, 666 live outside of county lines. Unlike the sheriff, Jacksonville officers are allowed to live outside of Duval County.